Are you writing me? She says. I've always thought that when we spoke, the potential of our existence had become a reality. Did you say hello? Or was it me? It was not so random like the Big Bang. Is this deja vu? Third eyes merging in sync, like prophetic visions felt deep inside a dream that sinks, that traps me in a sleep paralysis. To do what we did after, before, and now, with these words to speak, what years to come. Is that what a poet is? Is that what my body is? Is that what time is? Or am I a writer, a recorder? There's so many labels for seers and listeners in this so-called era. Even the makers are confused of what we're at. Just pick up the phone, she says. That's all that matters after we're dead. You heard me, and that's all that will matter. The day you cut the phone could be the day we both were never created. A day without hello. A day without, what's your number? What's your name? Like potential stars imploding whilst on the cusp of creation. Life behind the glass, like a fish caught in a tank, breakfast with a mask on. Breakfast with a mask on our eyes. So say hello. At the dinner table. In the morning by the hostel. In the city street when you walk by. That late night when you're rushing to grab the last train. What's the matter? What's form? What's wrong? And what's right? What will I do beyond my moral compass? Once the matter was lost, her form disappeared. Even though she was still there, she had transformed into something else. Nothing as the same as it was written. If I had followed that path, like an alternate, it will never be reflected as before. The choice you make today, the choice you make tomorrow will create a world of flowers or will create a world of sorrow. Choose wisely. That moment I chose to leave created a reality that I didn't quite perceive. Now there's no going back. There's no turning it around. To see what could have been is now a pin dropped in a storm of sound. I haven't quite titled this poem or this writing or this scene or this moment or this whole part in film, and I would like to really create this in a visualistic form. But what I was really trying to explain here is the fact that when we make a decision and we kind of like, if let's say we're in a moment where we have a vision with maybe our dream or a person that we're with or whatever, and there's that kind of vision at the end that like, okay, this is gonna look like this and this and this, because everyone has an image in their head where things are going, no matter if we don't believe in future prophetic stuff or whatever. We all even think in our heads, okay, I wanna get married to this person, we're gonna have this, that, we're gonna do this, and this. Okay, so I wanted to encapsulate in this writing the fact that whatever decision you make, sometimes the vision turns out like that, but there is choices you make that will change your vision, and you will never get that vision that you get in your head. You know, it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but the fact that like each choice we make really alters the reality that we're going to be stepping into, you know? So like I wanted to say, like, imagine if I, like right now in my life, if I didn't make the same choices that I made before, I wouldn't, God only knows, I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. Like what if what if my dad going to meet my mom, Like if they were going meeting down in Starbucks, he decided to go to like Costa Coffee or something. Like couldn't, I might not be alive right now just because of that like decision. You get what I'm saying? So I was pretty much trying to to put that in a form that kind of links so many thoughts and ideas, and kind of like just kind of puts that in a way that, like, let's say you can kind of see playing out in your head. But yeah, I'm glad I actually came up with that reference right now, because I wouldn't have been able to describe what I was trying to do without it. So yeah, that's what I was trying to create in this picture and in this form of writing. And like that's like, by the reference I used there, it's like where where your parents first met, like do you know that type of way, like that moment they met like at a disco or something like that, you know. Like imagine if they went to different discos, you wouldn't be alive, you know, like that kind of way, you know. Just those moments where like it's like literally like, I don't know, some people like back in different traditions and different cultures used to say that, oh man, it's that like meant to be feel, or it's that like it's all up to the universe kind of feel. But I think it's actually crazy because it's actually down to your choices as well. It's down to listening to your intuition. Like I've tapped into my intuition more and more. It's actually a skill I become is untaught. I feel is not taught in school. Being able to listen to your, some say with higher self, or if you're in town, you're like, I'm not gonna take this left here. I'm gonna take the right, man. I feel there's something up here, and then you go down there, and then there's something that has an like in a very intrinsic, I don't know if that's the word, but very sentimental and connection towards you. Like something that you're like, damn, if I didn't take this right turn here, I wouldn't be fucking like, I wouldn't have met Kanye, you know, that type of way. You know, that type of way. So that's it, like that's it. Like those split seconds can really, bro, I love those moments, man. They're just, that's why I really, this is the stuff I like creating, and I want like to share, so then hopefully it'll create some sort of provocative feeling when you're scrolling through whatever you're scrolling, because people have 100 million things they're doing and reading and tagging and posting every day. So if there's something for me that makes my life like bigger than anything that I've felt, you know, if I can just share that for a moment and put that into visuals, that will kind of make people kind of lose their breath for a moment and see what is going on behind the whole like physical, you know, then that's gonna be, that's something dope. That's something dope, man.